So people can still hear my voice, right?
Yeah, we can hear your voice.
Okay. So now,
Yes.
since you've been able to install the indicator already, since you've been able to install the indicator, let me simply install it on my own. Let me just install it on my own chart. And again, I also want to ask if have people been using this indicator already? Have some of you been using it before now?
I already do one.
Has anybody been using it?
Yeah, I've
Yes,
used it.
I
Yes,
tried
I've used
everything.
it.
Okay, so
I've still needed some clarifications on some few things.
okay, but from your experience, what can you say? How has it been? Can you tell us? Just tell us the experience you've had. Just tell us, let us know.
Okay, so for me, I used it I think on two occasions.
Okay,
It went well. Just that I kind of get a little bit confused when I see the trend line when it shows, and probably sometimes the trend line shows it doesn't show you whether it's supposed to be a buy or a sell, and then after some time you see the signal. So to maximize, when you see the trend line, how do you go around it? How do you make a decision when you see the trend line? Things like that.
okay, okay. So that's me. You told us your experience
And
with
then
it.
yes, and then the last one also, which of the time frames to use
Yeah, the one
when
I
trying
said.
to
Okay.
yeah.
That's good. So any other person, let's know so that we know the areas to pay more attention to. Any other person?
Yes, I also tried it already. But the issue I had is I think the time I came to the chart, maybe the trend was already gone already. So I was not really sure whether to enter or to wait for another one to appear.
Okay.
So because I feel when you see the arrow after the support or the resistance line, that's when it's much more safer for you to take any trade.
Yeah, 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 definitely. That's when it's safer. So, is there any other person? Two people have spoken. We have more than two persons. Any other person?
All right, sir. I've tried it also. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly, loud and clear.
Okay, I've tried it. The most accurate part when the trend line appear with an arrow, the spike must show immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
But the other challenge I have is most times the support and resistance will appear when the market has gone far. So I don't know where to start from that one. So I'm a little bit confused in that area. And sometimes the one of crash, the arrow will show to buy, but a spike will appear immediately. So I don't know. So those
Okay,
are some of the challenges I encounter.
okay, 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 okay. I'm taking note of that also. All right, now let me go through this. As you can see, because somebody has the right time frame to use, right? Somebody has the
Yes.
right time
Yes,
frame for
yes,
the to use for trading this. I want to state
yes.
first of all that the time frame to use when you for trading this is the 1 minute time frame, right? The M1 time frame. This is it.
Okay.
The M1 time frame. That is the trading time frame. That's what we use when trading with this indicator. The M1 is the best time frame to use. Okay. Although sometimes you may still want to use the M5, but the recommended time is M1. Okay,
Okay.
that is noted, Abby.
Yes. Noted.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now the next thing is this. This indicator has a trend line. There is a way to trade this trade with it. We I personally, because most times we are scalpers, most of us are scalpers, right? We scalp through the market, and with this indicator is made with the idea of helping us to scalp better. So if you're scalping actually, so what we do with the higher time frame, we start from the 30 minutes time frame. uh, Now the 30 minutes time frame, you are not using it to trade. Are you hearing me? Are
Yeah.
you hearing
Yes.
me?
Okay.
Yes, guys.
You are not using the 30 minutes time frame to trade.
To trade.
What you are using it for is to mark out our zones, our levels, so that we know where to respond more to, where the market is going to really respond to. As you can see, this is where
Trend.
our this thing is resistance is, right?
Yes.
This is where our resistance is. Excuse me, let me just get my stuff here. Where is this stuff? Okay, I need to get my pen. All right. So as you can see, this is where our resistance is. Abi, if you can see this, right?
Yes.
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 That is where our resistance
We.
is, and then this is where our support is. Now, how does this affect our trades? How do we take advantage of this? You can see my horizontal. You can see my horizontal line here. So what I do is that I place it here to know, because if you go to lower time frame, you might not be able to see this. The trend line you are going to see now, sorry, the support and resistance line you are going to see will be in respect to that time frame you are at the moment. Okay, the excuse me, the support and resistance line you are going to see will be in respect to the time frame you are. So this one is in respect to the 30 minutes time frame. So I'm going to take my horizontal like this, mark out these levels. So I have gotten my support and resistance for the 30 minutes time frame. And as we know, the higher time frame is always king. Like it's always more effective than the lower time. The support and resistance of the higher time frame is always more effective than the one of the lower time frame.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have gotten the one of 30 minutes time frame. So we'll go down to the 15 minutes. Both now the 15 minutes time frame and the 30 minutes time frame, they take the same support and resistance. You can see it here, and here is the same. So we leave it and go to the M5
Only
time
two mirror
okay.
line.
Now this is the M5. You can see this resistance here is the same across the time frame. So we can also bring this. We have a new support here. We'll place it here, right? Have a new support here.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to take note of this, because when we are talking about support and resistance, people see them as line. I want you to note that support and resistance is not just this straight line we are seeing here. Support and resistance is a zone. When you have your support and resistance line here, it simply means that this can be within this area. It simply means that it is around this area that you have the support and resistance around this area. Just like this support and resistance can cover around this area. You can see it. It can cover just around this area. It's a zone. You take it more like a zone, not a one straight line like that. It's like a zone, so it can cover within this area. Now we have marked it out. We also go to our 1 minute time frame. Okay, let's see. This is our 1 minute time frame. uh let's look for the support and resistance. Okay, let me reduce the chart. Now we have the one for the support for the 1 minute time frame. We have it here. Okay, so I drop my line. Now look at this. Now we have been able to get our positions. We have been able to get our levels. Now how does this affect your trade? How does it help your trade? How this helps is this. Okay, let's see H1. Let's see what is going to happen. Let's see H1. If it's going to be okay. We have the one of H1 also. You can sometimes you can go further to your H1. So we have the one of H1 also. We have the one of H1. believe this place from my own experience. I believe this place is also a zone. Now, how you trade with this is this: when you come to your lower time frame, your 1 minute time frame, this is your support, this is your resistance. As this resistance appears here, hmm? As this resistance appears, as
Yeah.
this trying to see, okay, this is here. As this resistance appears here,
Yeah.
it is our common sense should tell you that it simply means that the market is about what? Selling. It is going in one of selling because it has hit the ceiling. So when you see a sell position, it is more advisable to sell instead of buying. Sometimes you can see a buy position here. Sometimes you can see a buy position. Most times it's not advisable to follow that buy signal, right? You can see a buy signal. It's not
Yeah.
advisable to follow that buy signal. It is going to be very risky for you. So what you do when you see this resistance line appear here, you should start looking to take a sell position. If you want to be aggressive, you want to be more aggressive, you target to enter even before this signal appears. But if you want to follow this strictly, you wait for this signal to appear. As it appears here, you can see, look at where it appeared in this one. In this case, this is where it appeared. So so in this case, this is where it appeared here. And then, okay, you take your trade. Assuming you entered, okay, assuming you enter your trade just sorry, assuming you enter your trade just around here. This is it. You can see the candle, the this thing, it spiked here after giving you some candles. This is normal when catching spike. When you enter, most times it doesn't drop exactly at that point where you entered, right? At least you have experienced it doesn't drop exactly at that point. So it goes up
Yes,
and
sir.
along the
Yes,
line.
sir.
If you can see how it drops here. Maybe you might have taken your you might have exited or you wait. If you wait, it would have this one. It would have taken out this profit, but look at on the longer run. Look at it. It still gave us more of it. And then here you can still see this horizontal line here. This was supposed to be our resistance, sorry, our support level, right? This is it. So
Yes.
how to set your TP is this: as you enter your trade, you should know that this your resistance line, this your support level rather, should be your TP. It should be your TP. Before then, you can see this line here also, this level here. This should be your first. Maybe you enter multiple positions. This should have been your first. This level here should have been your first take profit. Then this level should be your final take profit based on this. Then you can see, you can observe it. This is your trend. This is your horizontal line. Then at this point, when this spike got here, you should be able to exit the market and leave with your profits. Then after this other spike is happened, it was obvious that our trend line has been broken. It was obvious that our support has been broken. Then it came back to retest this same support. You can see that this was the retest of this support level. Because this is a breakout. At this point, it broke out. Um, at this point, it broke out from. So I'm showing people how to maximize your trade. This is it. It broke out from the support, broke out, and came back to retest. This was the retest. Now, if you check, this never gave us a signal to buy, right? It did not give us any other signal, which means it was still going to be a valid sell. So what we do as we broke out this level here, this is our level that we can say it broke through it and then came back. We also it is still allowed to look for another opportunity to buy. As it broke out and entered here and came back to retest it, you could have also entered for a sell. You could have also entered for a sell position and then you take all this profit. You can see. Let me show you. You can see you could have also taken all these other spikes up to this level. This is how it could have gone. Now let's see some other places where it gave us okay, look at this level here. This was our support level here. And the market came to the support. up. It did not give us any signal. So somebody could have also entered when the support appeared. But the reason why you should not enter most times is that when the support appears and you enter immediately, it might spike that time. It might give you some drawdown. Because what this indicator does most times is to allow it to give that retest first. Because what you know that when market scales to a level, when price breaks to a level like this is a support, when it breaks to it most times likely to come back to retest. It retraces back to it, retest it, and sometimes it will not really come back exactly to this level because it will draw down, it will come back small before continuing the movement. Just as you see it here, it went up and then it came back before this thing gave us the signal to do or to buy. And then if you have entered here, you can see that all the way to this point there was no drawdown. They have been very safe. And then as soon as it got to this level, it gave us this spike. Now, when we have put your TV, this would have put your TV here. This would have put your TV. You can see that as soon as it got to this level, your TV would have been hit. And then before this spike occurred, and then you have been out of the market with your profits. Hope I'm being understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is it for
Yes.
this is it for what do you call it? This is it for crash. Let's just check another one. Now we see for example. Let's check this is okay. This is boom. We buy from here. Now I also tell you guys to apply risk management because you know that this is trading and most times nothing works. Not most times, nothing really works 100%. No strategy really works 100% in this business. But if something can give you 80 to 90%, in fact 70 to 90, from 70% above, it's profitable. Something can give you that accuracy, it's profitable. Okay, so now look at this. We have a peculiar issue here. We have a peculiar issue here. Here it gave us this signal to buy.
Yeah.
But you can see that he still sold. He still sold all the way. He did not buy. He sold all the way. But you can see this. This is why I told you this. This was our resistance here. This was our resistance level. You don't buy when you are still resistance. You don't buy. Except price breaks above it and comes back to the test. That's when you buy that. By that time it has been converted into a support. But when the resistance is above, you don't buy. Your price now as if it's now going to be a support. Look at it. What some people have done here is say to buy, I mean to sell, so they can see it's in here. And then look at where even give us the signal here. Very sniper entry, enter here, and then we have bought up this level. We have bought up this level without any issue. Without any issue. That is so. When you see the support resistance like this and it's giving a buy signal, don't buy. Don't buy because it might not go that way. But if you are seeing a support and it gives you that buy signal, you can buy. That is what happens. And always remember to go to the higher time frame to draw your lines, draw your levels. For instance, this is our resistance here. This is our support here. This is our support here. You cannot do that to your 30-minute time frame. Let's see. So we have a little difference. So this is it. This is our level here. This is our level here. It's a little different. Okay. So we go down to our 15 minutes. It might still be the same. 15 minutes. It might be the same. Okay, we have 15 minutes now. So this is our 15 minutes. This is our resistance support. So we have this levels to continue to 5 minutes. This level will give you a guide 80% of fitness. Okay, this is it. It's okay. can just sell. This is where you sell. You can see it's still coming from this support. Okay, from this resistance rather. It's coming from all this resistance. Showing this is a complete. This is a complete sell. This is a selling market. Even if you go back to your higher time frame, let's see how it is here. From the higher time frame, we have this our levels here. You can see that the price is coming from this higher levels here. Coming from these higher levels, going to the lower levels. It has not come to any of these lower levels. So you should know that this is a down trend. This is a selling market all the way until it gets to any of these levels before you begin to think of buying. So this is what I do. I use the higher time frame to go analyze markets. So at this point, it is very clear. Don't know to me that the market is going to be selling. You see, even if it doesn't give me any signal, I know on my own that it is a selling market because price has not come to any of these levels. I don't know if you are hearing me.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is simply it. You can see because we got from our higher time frame that this is a selling market. This market is now this indicator you can even use it to do your market analysis and get the direction of price even before you start your trade. You can use it to get the overall direction of price. You can see all this since the 1 hour gave us a sell direction. You can see that it has been selling. If somebody sold bet it early enough and sold at this point, you don't even need any other signal. You don't even need to follow any other signal. You just sell and hold up. You can see how it continued moving even though it gave all this retracement after hitting this lower level support here. Gave all this retracement. It was not able to counter the overall trend. It was not able to counter it. So this is the general trend down. So if you were able to enter here and continue to follow this H1, this is H1. Okay, this 15 minutes. It's showing us 15 minutes. You can see it here. It's showing us 15 minutes horizontal line, which means this was the 15 minutes what do you call it, resistance level, right? This was where our 15 minutes gave us resistance level. If you were able to take the signal at this point, you would have held up to this level. You still be holding no matter the spike that occurs. It will never go back again. So even this one, you can see it hit the 1 minute support, but 1 minute is not strong enough to counter what the 15 minutes is saying, because in this market the higher time frame is always stronger. Any if you see resistance here. So whenever the higher time frame gives you what do you call it, whenever the higher time frame gives you any level, that level is always stronger than what you find in lower time frame. Like this now, that's it gave us here and it has been selling. So when you see this in your higher time frame, always respect the signals that is in line with the higher time frame. And then this market, as you are seeing, is still going to continue to sell. As I'm talking to you, boom, 500 is still going to continue to sell all the way to this point, right? It is going to continue to sell all the way to this point. So okay, so as it is now, for 500 is still going to be selling. You can see it has crossed this level and it's still selling. Now probably it might still retrace a little more, then it will consider just how it is. And when you are setting your TP, look at it. If you have this is what I need. If you have a trade at this level, this is supposed to be your, oh my god. If you have a trade at this level, you know that this is supposed to be your, above this level is supposed to be your SL, right? Your stop loss. Because once price breaks above this level, it has changed direction. It's so that direction has changed. So you enter a trade here. This is supposed to be your this thing. Then, but if you entered it here, somewhere here, this should be your level here. Now, if you enter this trade here, and you want to know where to set your first TP, remember you look at the left hand side. Whenever you are doing anything, what you look at is the left hand side. Now you have entered a trade here. This level or should be good enough to take your first TP. You can see as soon as price got here, you gave all these retracement spikes. So this should be enough to this should be your first TP. This level here also, you can see it here, should be your second TP. Then here, this level should be your third TP, and then here should be where you take your final TP. Here, you are going to see what will happen. Just I want you to just monitor this market. This is bull 500. Monitor it. You are going to see what will happen when price gets to this level. You are going to see that it's going to give series of spikes when it gets to this level. It's going to give some few spikes, then it will continue here. When it gets here, it might change direction and begin to go upward, or it will break it and still continue to go because it seems to still have, let me see, it seems to still have another level. It seems to still have another level. Okay, yeah, since we have this one, but it might reverse here or it will still continue to go depending on what the higher time frame is actually saying. Yeah, you can see we have a level here, so I don't know, but this is where we are sure that price will get to first, then you can do any other thing at once. But by the time it gets to this place, you should have taken your profit and you'll be out of the market already. So that's how you set your TP and your SL. So you can see that this indicator is very very effective if you follow it the way I'm showing you. It is very very effective. I'm glad that those of you that have tried it a little came up with good with good this thing. Let's see the 1000 also and see how it's reacting there. I'm glad that those of you that have tried a little had some good what do you call it, good results. Okay, this is the 1000. This is the 1000. Now we go to the higher time frame also. Go to the higher time frame. This is support here, the H1. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the H1.
Yes.
This is the H1 this thing. Let me remove this to avoid confusion. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so trying to get it. Okay. So this is the H1, so this is support and this is the resistance. We have gotten this one. Now the next thing we are going to do, now if from the H1 you can see what is happening here. From our H1, this is what you do. This is why it's good for you to have knowledge of price action. It's good for you to have knowledge of price action. Even while you are using this indicator, it's going to help you to do better. You can see what is happening here. The support has been broken, right? The H1 support has been broken. Then it retested and continued going. Now this is another retest. Are we seeing it? It broke it,
Yes.
retested it here, and then you would have known that this level has been broken when price come to retest it here. You know that this is a clear retest that you should enter. You would have made all this as profit. Then this is another one. Now two things are possible here. It might break through it or it might still be a retest and continue coming back. But let's go to the higher time lower time frame and see we have gotten our level here. Let's go to M30. It's still the same level. M30 and H1 is still giving us the same level, so we'll keep it constant. Let's go to this M15. It's still the same level it's giving us. M15 and M30 always agree. Let's see M5. Okay, still almost the same level. Okay, we have a support here. This is a support, but the resistance is still the same thing. So we have a support here. Okay, so let's look at this. So you can see we are, this is the for the M30, H1 and M15, this is a support level that is being retested. So it might probably act, you can see that the market has been raging around it. that's been going back and forth around it. You can see it here. The market has been going back and forth around it. You can see this is it. This is what I'm talking about. It has been going back and forth around it. This is what we call a ranging market. Okay, so even if you look at it here, you can see it gives us this signal actually. Then at this very
Very
candle,
good.
and then you would have caught this spike. You have caught this spike, and then when you catch this kind of spike, you just leave because this is a ranging market. This is a support level, so you don't know what will happen next. You catch this, you leave. At this point, you don't know what will happen exactly because it's looking as if it will just retest it and come back, and it's looking as if it will break it. So here we just don't take any action here. Okay, it spiked. We don't take any action here. We just wait for the market to define itself. Let's go to N1 and see what is happening, what it is telling us. Okay, this is the N1. You can see it's telling us sell here, but the market is buying. Why? Because it is now retracing. We don't know what will happen here. So at this point, we just don't do anything. He gave us buy here, it did not buy. He gave us sell here, we sold a little, and then we had this huge spike. So that is it. From the higher time frame, we saw it that we don't know the clear action. This is it. We don't know what is clearly going to happen. So at this point, we just don't really trade unless you just want to be the best you can do here is even to be catching spike, just to be targeting spike. But you do, when you do so, you do it with care. That's the best you can do, to be targeting spike when around this level, when the market is ranging for support. I mean for boom and crash, whenever the market is ranging, it's a good time to catch spike. At least one spike, one spikes, and you are out. Just catch one spike, you are out. Catch one spike, you are out. Sometimes you can catch two, but once you catch one spike, you are out because it's not going to spike much. It is not a trending market, it's a ranging market. It does expect multiple spikes. So when you catch one, you are out. Okay, so assuming someone is using um, this signal now, the person might say that it's not working very well, even though it worked here it worked, but the person might not be getting good result. Look at it, you can see this one. The person might not be getting good results, but if the person has not gotten this knowledge now that I'm giving people now, the person will say that the indicator is not working well, but it's actually the person's limited understanding that is causing it. So from now, people should first of all analyze the market from the H1 as we did now. You analyze, you look at it, see what is happening, see the market structure using the guide of this in the same indicator, and then come down to your N1 and begin to trade in accordance with what you have seen from your higher time frame. Once everything is in alignment with the higher time frame, just keep following the signal. It is going to work almost 100% for you. Right? Is it very clear, or any question from anyone?
Ye- Yes, I would like to sometime.
Yeah, please, if you ask
Uh,
if you have a question, ask.
seems like the best way to enter a trade, or the best method should be when the market reaches the support or resistance, or when it breaks. Is it that the right way? Because that's how I see it now. Because if you enter before, or even when you enter, when the market reaches the support or resistance, the market will still give you a signal after it has bounced off from the resistance or the support lines. Is it that the right way, or we should enter, or we should wait until it gives a signal whether to buy or sell?
Yeah. Now, when the market comes to the support and resistance level, it's possible once you see this support level, just know that the market is about to buy. Sometimes with your own knowledge in trading, you might not even need to see this signal. right? You might not even need to see this signal. Once you have seen this support, what is more authentic in this thing is the support and resistance. It's more authentic. One, even the signal, once the signal is not in alignment with the support and resistance you are seeing here, once it's not in alignment, don't even follow it, because the support and resistance is more paramount, it's more effective, it's more important for you to follow it. It's more important for you to act in alignment with support and resistance. Once you see this, you can enter your trade, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes,
That's
yes, I understand that.
once you see it, you can enter.
Yes, yes.
Now, in
Yes.
case you come back and you met it, you came late. For instance, you came late because it's not every time that you meet it at this point. But once you see that it is moving from the support, it is moving away now from the support, you can enter your trade. Even if it spikes against you, like this example here, even if it spikes against you, it is still going to come back. If it spikes against you, even
Oh,
re-enter, it's even a good opportunity to re-enter, right? Because we know that boom and crash, even every other market, they don't move straight. Once they are as they are moving, they are still going to retrace. They are still going to
yes,
what?
yes, yes.
They are still going to retrace. They are still going to retrace. That is normal. We have a pullback. It's called pullback or retracement. Okay, it's a discount that the market gives to people that come late. As people come late, they bargain, and then price can come back to this. You can see that this come to this level. It's this thing spiked and came here. You can even re-enter again and make more profit. You can see it. That's just how it is in the
Okay.
market. Even if it spikes against you, it's still going to come back in your favor as long as you are in the same direction with this. You can see it's moving away from the support, right? You enter. Look at this
Yes.
one. It's the resistance. It has spiked already. It has spiked already. And then maybe you met it somewhere here. You came in late. You decided to enter here, and then market retraced against your, it will definitely come back in your direction as long as you are in alignment with this guy here. So that is just how it is.
Okay.
Okay, so does any
Okay, I
other question?
understand. Yeah, that one was clear. Yes. Thank you.
Any other question? Okay, thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed your presentation. Please, I want to take you back a little. Can you help me check with the Boom 1000? You give a signal, a support down, then break the support. Then, if we have entered for a sell and the huge spike now reverse down, what do we do in that issue, sir? M1, Boom
M1,
1000.
this is Boom
Yes, sir.
1000 where we just finished discussing that Boom 1000 now. Nobody knows what it is doing. We just finished talking about this one now. I told you guys that it broke. Look at it. Let's go to N1, H1 rather.
Yeah.
We said it broke this support level. Look at this, this H1. We said that it broke this support level, came back and retested it, and then moved down. And then we went further. We saw this. This is another level. You can see this horizontal line. We were able to mark out this level again when we went further. We were able to mark it. So it came back and is it is now, and then price after it hit this level, it went up again. Now it is at this same level, this same H1 support level that it gave us before. We know that it has been retested before. So this one that is coming back to retest it, it might want to break it or it might come back, but we are not sure. So what we said was that we should not trade here. But even if you want to trade, you should only go for catching of spike. And once you catch one spike, you exit and wait for another opportunity. That was what we said. That was what we said.
Okay.
That was what we said.
Okay.
Maybe you were not paying attention at that point, but that was what we said. Okay, so look
All
at it.
right.
It's even
Thank
clearer
you.
it's even clearer in our M30. It broke it, came back to retest. This is a support line that is showing us that it broke it, came back to retest it, and then came down, hit this level, and then it went up again. Now it's at the level. It's at the level. If you go down to your lower time frame, it might be giving you conflicting signal, because this, what you see here is that it is ranging. let's go down and see this M15. Let me see. So it is just range, you can see it. M5 might be clearer. Okay, yes, you can see it. It is just ranging. Look at it. So if it gives you a signal to buy, it is up to you to look at it very well whether to just buy. And if you buy and catch one spike, just leave. Don't even sell, because it might sell and the spike will hit you. This is a ranging market now. It's not advisable to do anything until it now gives us a clear breakout, to tell us whether it is going to now buy or it is now going to sell. Okay, that was what we said.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.